We're still under a boil water notice here in Jackson, and for people who still do have some drinking water, how long, and not everybody does, we've lost pressure at the station today, but if they have drinking water, they say to boil the water, and how long do they need to boil it before they use it, like, for cooking or for coffee or something like that?
Well, I've checked two sources, very reliable, the CDC and the Mississippi State Department of Health. And both sources are confirming that it's recommended to boil your water with what's called a rolling boil. That's when your water is boiling, but it's like perking up and down for at least 1 minute at the minimum or longer to kill most of those germs, because a lot of these germs that are in this water can cause a lot of GI problems, gastroenteritis, nausea, vomiting, which could lead to dehydration, which could be very dangerous for senior citizens, those that are immunocompromised, and those with chronic medical conditions. So this is something that can be very serious.
And Doc, if they can't boil it, how can people disinfect the water?
I went to the Mississippi State Department of Health source, as I said, and I'm going to read directly from the source. Although I did contact some of my colleagues that are physicians, and they felt, as I did, that this would have to be a last resort, meaning you couldn't get any bottled water from anywhere. There was a risk of dehydration. But let me just read it from the Mississippi State Department of Health. It says, if you cannot boil your water, mix 8 drops, that's 1/8 of a teaspoon of unscented ordinary household chloride bleach. That's 5.25% sodium hypochlorite per gallon of water. Now, basically, they're advising this, but as a physician, and as I said, I consulted with some of my colleagues. I just got off the phone with a gastroenterologist, and we both agreed that's a last resort, because the problem is it would be hard for a lay person, a non-medical person, to get that right amount. If it's too much, then there's the danger of the bleach. But if you don't have any resort, you want to do 1/8 of a teaspoon per gallon of water, and that would kill a lot of the germs and make it safer. But as I said, that's a last resort.
Well, Dr. Quinn, what tips do you have for people who want to stay clean, hygienic, like brushing your teeth or taking a shower or something like that? What can we do?
Right. Some of those sources, to include the Mississippi State Department of Health and the CDC, advise you can take a shower during a boil water notice if that's the water supply to your home, but you don't want to drink the water. So if you take a shower or a bath, you can use that water. Just don't let it, don't drink it, especially if you're bathing your children. Watch them, don't let them, because children, sometimes they don't understand. But if you're brushing your teeth, then it has to go in your mouth. In that situation, you want to go ahead and use bottled water. And if you don't have it, boil your water before you brush your teeth using that water, and that will keep you a lot safer.
And Doc, how can people keep the containers that they're using to store their water clean?
Right, containers. So what you would do is you would boil your water, and then you would put it in a container that's been cleaned with boiled water. If you don't have, a container that's prior to the boil water notice. But the take home is just understand that this boil water notice is for a reason, because as I said at the beginning of this interview, if you take in those organisms such as a high load of E. coli or salmonella and other microorganisms, also some of the parasites that can be contaminated in this water, it can lead to very serious GI consequences, to include diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, which can lead to dehydration. And for those that have chronic heart disease, different types of diabetes that are uncontrolled, kidney disease, this could actually be fatal. So this is something we really want to pay attention to.
Wow. Dr. Timothy Quinn, thank you, sir. Always sound advice. Appreciate you stopping by.